Hi guys, and welcome back for another brand new video. So, this is my 10,000 video views mock. I made this purely because I have reached 10,000 video views on YouTube, which is really good. I was really excited when I saw that I had 10,000 video views. It was one night, I came home, loaded up the computer, and checked my channel, and I had like 997, I think. No, like 920. 9,920 even. Jesus, it's a lot of numbers. So I checked that, and then that was pretty good. And then later on, I sort of left the laptop, and I had tea. A tea? I went pretty weird then. So I had some tea, and I came back later on and checked, like refreshed the laptop, and it said I had, like, I think it was either 10,100 odd views or 10,000, like, 50 something. So it's sort of quite a big jump. Like over maybe 100 views in just an evening, which was kind of surprising for me. But I'm glad I got those views because now I'm at 10,000 and it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you the sign first because it looks pretty cool. It's not stuck down, but I'm not going to lift it up because I tried doing that just a second ago and it absolutely just fell apart. It's not the strongest of things. I literally picked it up like that. And my finger sort of slips and I grab the top of the O and then it's just literally stuck on really loosely. So that fell and then the whole thing just hit the floor and like knocked over some of my men down here. So that was a bit of a shame. So I had to stop that video and then just fix it. I mean, it's all fixed now and it's all good. So that was my main reason for doing this mock. So this is actually... For the mock, it's a pretty good sort of mock itself. It took a little while to design and build. It was really weird because that evening that I realised I had 10,000 views, I really couldn't get to sleep because I just was thinking of loads of different ideas of what I could do for my 10,000 views. I was thinking, well, I could do like a mock, or I could do a small stop motion, or a base, but then I come to a conclusion while I was just lying in bed that I could do this sort of mock with a mountain in the corner and then all the droids and clones attacking. So that's pretty much the idea of the mock. The walkway in the middle was actually my dad's idea. I was just up here building the mountain one evening, and my dad sort of came up and said, like, you know, what you doing? I said, well, I'm building my mock for my 10,000 views. And he was like, cool, that's pretty good. So then he started fiddling around with some bricks, which I didn't really mind because I had so many. My dad just started building this like walkway sort of thing. He's like, this would be kind of cool off the side of your cliff. I'm like, well, not cliff, my mountain. It's like, yeah, that sort of does look kind of cool. So he helped me adapt the design, and then we came up with this, which looks pretty cool. So I sort of went along with it, and I made it a bit more unique by adding sniper tower, some lights on the inside, sort of some flats around the side just to keep it a bit more detailed. So my dad did have some help with this, but it was purely mainly just me, to be honest. So as you can see, we got some of 501st sort of running in with Anakin and Rex, sort of charging at them like a Corporate Alliance tank and some droids. There's an ATT behind that, sort of aiming at the AAT, so trying to take out their main strengths of the battle. Then over here we've got a sniper tower with 5 clones in there, and they're sort of just firing down at the droids here, which is pretty cool. And then we've got some clones running along the walkway trying to get to the sniper tower to sort of help out, take them down. Over here we have got some clones with the grey Mandalorian jetpacks on. So one of them's just flying over sort of the defences. If they need to, they can just like fly over the area and sort of get behind them and start taking them out from behind, which is pretty cool. The mountain was actually like one of the main features of this base, or mock, and it was a really hard design, but I had to use some glass, or the 1x2x5 transparent sort of window pieces or like office pieces. Or yeah, I use these quite a lot in my mocks, which is they're pretty cool. They're not hugely expensive, and they cover quite a large area of sort of buildings. So I just used like a 1, then 2 of them, then 3, and then I skipped the 4 because I sort of had that bit, and then I went straight into 5 high. So it's pretty cool that I had all that. And then me and my dad decorated the mountain with some like grass and stuff to give it a bit of effect. We made a wall. I made a wall on the back. Excuse me, just to give it a bit of more detail. One of the cool features about this base is a turret I designed this morning. It can move side to side using a cog, which is pretty cool. And that just sits on a track. And it literally slides side to side. It can swivel 360 degrees, which is pretty cool. It can rotate up and down. And then it can also go up as well, and then back down. So it can take out any aircraft, to be honest, and take out some droids, which it pretty much did, which is pretty cool. The walkway is supported by some pillars, which pretty much run from the side of the mountain to the sniper tower, which sort of just gives it some ideal support. And now moving this side, we have some trees dotted around the bottom of the mountain, and then we just have a huge droid army sort of advancing on to the clones. So we've got a couple of the new Corporate Alliance tanks, a couple of the droidicas, and then some super battle droids and normal battle droids just sort of firing away. So give you a droid sort of perspective on the battle. It's kind of cool. And then I'll give you a clone's perspective on the battle. So this is sort of what they're seeing. Then from the sniper tower. Needs to be a bit lower, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I've stuck these sort of fence or gate pieces on them. I got these from the Lego Agents sets. I don't know if any of you had any of those or remember them. They're a few years back now. It was like there was 6 missions or so. And this was from, I think, mission 5. Then you had a car. And the car like breaks through, and then the alarm goes off. So I took it from that, to be honest. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, there's lights from the power functions running all the way along the bottom into the base of the sniper tower. And these nets are pretty much either side of the tower. So if the clones need to quickly get like up or down from the tower, then they can. And they can just unhook it. I just use some studs to hold it in place just to sort of keep it there. So I think that's really about it for this mock. It took a lot longer than I expected it to. That sort of not shocked me, but I was surprised with actually how long it took me to create it. I was aiming to get it done on a night, just to quickly throw the clones together, throw the droids, build the mountain, because the mountain only would take like an hour. But it took a lot longer than that because I was just busy other nights. And then plus schooling as well sort of slows you down. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention that there is a pipeline running from the top of the roof, and this is where sort of the clones would enter the cliff. I keep calling it a cliff. It's not a cliff, it's a mountain. Jeez. Right, okay, so if it enter the mountain, and then this sort of leads around to this bit here, which is sort of like a ventilation system sort of thing. So this is where they would sort of keep the base cool. And then you got the aerials for communication. And then I sort of just added some leaves to the roof of the sort of sniper tower, just to make it look a bit more old. Just give it a bit more of an effect. So, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you really enjoyed this 10,000 video view mock, because I have enjoyed making this the 10,000 views sign dropping on a previous video, which is really annoying. So I'll see you guys in my next video, which should be my advent calendar. So I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.